Hello. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? I spilled my water. But it's okay. It's good. I cleaned it up. Let me fix my desk real quick. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Okay, I need to make it standing. But hi, everybody. Welcome on in. I apologize for the long waiting room. But yeah, I spilled my water. Oopsies. But it's all good. It thankfully did not spill in my streaming room. And so thankfully it was just in the kitchen. So I just had to make sure I cleaned it up. But everything's all good. Everything's all hunky-dory. And we're here now. But hi, everyone. Good morning. A good day. A good afternoon. A good evening. And a good night. No matter what time it may be, I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday so far. Hi, everybody. Be careful, guys, okay? Don't rush when you do stuff. Because a lot of the times, if you're trying to like rush to do something, you end up, or if you're clumsy like me, you end up, making more time for yourself that you need to take, as opposed to just not rushing. And that's what happened. Okay, I'm trying to get myself situated here. All right. Okay, we're good. But yeah. Thankfully too, the water that spilled was just cold water. It was not hot water. Because a little fun fact, every day before I begin streaming, I like to put water into my flask, and so that way I have water to hydrate with throughout the entire stream. So whenever you guys do those hydration redeems, I hydrate with that. Yeah. No coffee today, though. If I want coffee, I'll probably get it like a little bit later. But I don't know. I was like, maybe I should try to lay off the coffee for today. I'm trying to not have coffee back to back to back either. Because I'm like, yeah, it probably isn't too good for you, to have coffee back to back. But hi, everybody. Welcome. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday so far. Also, I saw someone's message. I changed the notification. I don't know why it keeps sending out the St. Patty's Day for the stream notification. I even customized it for yesterday too. Man. All right, let me just. I don't know. It could just be a thing. I don't know why. What was it supposed to be? It was supposed to be new waifu, new lafu for today. Because today we're hopping onto Wuthering Waves. We're gonna check out the new waifu. I won't say. I mean, you've already seen her name if you've seen my title, but yeah, we have a new waifu today, and so I'm like, oh my god, she's really cute. We're gonna, do the usual that we do on Gacha Thursdays, where we react to the trailer. We look at the character's demo, if they have a character demo, and then from there, we hop into the game. But yeah, today we're going to be playing some Wuthering Waves. Yeah, I was like, I was going to hop onto ZZZ, but then I was like, I don't really want to pull for the current girl, because she's really cute. Like, the idols are really cute, but she's not the main one that I want to go for. So yeah, we're going to be going straight into Wuthering Waves today. Yeah, the Wuthering of the Waves. Damos, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome to the tea shop. Hi everybody. Thank you so much for the subs on the YouTube side as well. Thank you for redeeming first today. I hope you enjoy being first of today's stream. Pachi. Hi George. Yeah, sorry, no CCC today. Yeah, but don't worry. CCC will be back next Thursday. But yeah, I feel like I'm a bit low energy today as well. So today might also end up being like a shorter stream. And so just in case it does end up being a shorter stream, I don't want to, potentially not get Wuthering Waves in. Because usually what I'll do is I'll start off with CCC and then I'll hop into like the gacha. But yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, we'll stick with Wuthering Waves for today since I'm a little bit tired still as well myself. Hi Val, welcome on in. How you doing today? I'm doing okay. I spilled my water, but that's like I feel like the nothing burger. Water's water. And for me, being as clumsy as I am, I spill water all the time. And it's because we have like a... It's like a... Like the Brita filter, right? Or Brita for water. And then there's also this... It's like a mini teapot thingamabob for heating up water. And so it's not like my family home, where at the family home we have this water boiler thing that keeps hot water hot the entire time, right? And so you have to like constantly boil the water when you want water, you know? And so I'm just like, I'm not used to that. Usually it's like at the family home with that, you boil the water and it's hot water for the entire day, right? But it's not a tea kettle. It's like one of those fancy looking ones that are kind of like a tea kettle, but it wasn't as expensive as like the fancy ones. I don't know how to describe it, but I guess you could just like boil it down to like a tea kettle. Yeah, but not a tea kettle. It's like an electronic one that you don't have to put on the stove, and it doesn't do the whole like whistle thing. But yeah, every time I want hot water, it's like enough to boil for 1 or 2 cups. And so, yeah, but it looks fancy though. It looks like those fancy coffee machines. Let me show you guys what it looks like. It has that really thin neck. It's like a super thin neck. I don't know how to describe it. Where is it? Coffee kettle. Here, it looks like the pour over. Yeah, it looks like a pour over gooseneck, but it's a gooseneck electric kettle. So it looks fancy. It wasn't. It's not as expensive as like the coffee pour over ones, because you know Amazon sells stuff for cheap. And so, yeah, we got one. It's similar to this, but it's not black. It's like silver. So that's the one that I use whenever I want hot water. But I'm used to the Asian kettles that last all day. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you guys know, you know. What is it called? I always forget what it's called. You don't really see it too often outside of like Asian households. Let me see. Let me look. What is it called? Like a water boiler? Here it is. Yeah, it's the most common one that you see is like the white elephant one, right? Or the steel one, and it's the Zojirushi water boiler / warmer. So it's a water boiler / warmer. And so that's what they're called for those that don't know. And it's different from a water kettle because it keeps the water warm the entire time. And they're huge. They're like gigantic, you know? And so it can boil the water whenever you pour in new water, but it also keeps it warm the entire time that it's in there. Yeah, it's called this one in particular is the brand. It's the elephant brand, Zojirushi. And once again, it's called a water boiler and warmer if you want to search it up for yourselves. I highly recommend it if you're someone that likes to drink a lot of like tea or coffee and you want like hot water instantly that's at a set temperature. And so it's really nice, but they're pretty expensive. But this was like a staple in, you know, my household as well as my friends that were also Asians' household. We always had this. But growing up though, my parents had the white version, and so it wasn't until the white one broke that we upgraded to like the silver one, you know? Hi, Yellow Ring! I know those things. We don't have one, but I know it. Yeah. I was talking about how this is like one of the Asian household staples. And I miss it. I kind of miss it, you know? It made sense though for our family because it was a family of 4 and all of us, you know, drank hot water. But yeah, we don't have this at the apartment, and so it's like sometimes I'm not used to the water kettle, and so I forget there's like a little spout, there's like a little hole at the top where there's steam that lets out, right? Because you boil it like, what's the word I'm looking for? You boil it pretty, I guess, like use dependence wise, like how much you use it, right? I boil it like 5 times a day. And so for me, it's like I boil it constantly, right? But sometimes I get a little impatient because I want to pour it into either like my flask or my cup for like a cup of tea. And so sometimes I pour it too fast and water spills out from like the little steam hole. And so I'm like, dang it, I did it again. And so my point being was that I spill water like constantly. And I'm just like, it's always either through the little hole at the top because I'm trying to like, pour the water out fast. Or it's from the Brita because I'm trying to like, replenish the water in the Brita. But then I end up just like spraying myself by accident. I'm like, okay, well, clumsy Vera, I guess, I used to hate tea. Now I'm strangely obsessed with drinking it since I drank ice and green tea. Yeah, I feel like, everyone has different tastes throughout their life. And so that's why for sometimes if you like something, right, like you have a hyperfixation on something, sometimes you can outgrow it. Or even just like if you have a favorite food, you can outgrow that as well after a bit. Because your body changes, pretty much roughly like every 7 years. And so things like your taste can also develop too, like the way that you taste things tastes different when you're younger versus you're older. Hence why for some things that are like more sugary, right? If you're not really a fan of sugary stuff when you used to be more of a fan when you're younger, that can be a thing too. If you've developed a taste more for bitter stuff, right, versus when you're younger, that's a thing too. And so yeah, things can change. And so it makes sense if you weren't really a fan of something before and then you get older and you're like, ooh, I'm a fan of it now. The morning I watched a video about, oh no, Asian American kid struggles and wanted to share in the community. Oh, I feel so bad for that Asian American kid. But yeah, if you ever wanted to share, you can always share if it's not too triggering in the Discord. I've seen electric kettles before, but the urn, it's not an urn. It's not called an urn. It's called a water boiler. Urns are different. It's a water boiler and a water warmer. Hi Yura, welcome on. How you doing today? Welcome. Never saw this before until I worked as a nanny for an Orthodox family because it keeps the water hot for use on days. Yes, oh my gosh. So for when we had power outages, right, it like saved our butt. It saved our butt for electric outages because we had hot water in there for a very, very long time. And so it was great. It was amazing. And Aden, what's the difference between an urn? So an urn, it has like the spout at the bottom, right? That's like the difference is that it keeps the water warm and the spout is at the bottom. When it comes to a water boiler / water warmer, the spout is at the top. It can also boil the water electronically, and it can also keep the water warm at a set temperature as well. And so, yeah, it's a little different. I know why you call it an urn, but they're different. But then there's also the other urn, right? There's also the other urn where you keep ashes in there too. So, yeah, there's different types of urns. But then, the difference between the electric urn versus the water boiler / warmer is that it can boil water and keep it warm at the same time. But I feel like even with like an urn, the water urn, it's not the same because that one also is like, in my opinion, doesn't really keep it as warm as like the water boiler / water warmer. It is more versatile. Yeah, that's like the main difference. It's a lot more versatile compared to the water urn. I'm scrolling. You used it to cook noodles? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's what I used to do too. Like people would always talk about like, having to boil water and stuff to make tea or to make like a cup of noodle, and I was very spoiled, I feel like, by my parents' water boiler / warmer, because whenever I would crave like cup noodles at night, I wouldn't have to make a noise, because there's already hot water in the water boiler / warmer, and so I would just take out the cup noodle and then I would put hot water directly from there. And it's very inconspicuous when you want like a late night snack, and you don't want to wake up the whole family. And so I would do that like all the time when I was in high school. High school and university. It was great. And then same thing too with tea, because I think the temperature that my parents keep it at is like 180 or something like that. So it's really hot, but they'd rather have it be hot and then just like cool down afterwards. I thought every Asian household had one. No, it's not every single Asian household. It depends. It depends on like if the family also, you know, drinks a lot of hot water. Like my mom, you know, she drinks tea all day, every day, you know, just like I do, because I get it from her. And so my mom, because she drinks hot water and tea all day, every day, they always have hot water. Like I remember I would be the one usually to like refill up the water every single night so that we have hot water to drink throughout the day. But it's really fast though. You just pour in like your gallon of water and then you just kind of let it boil and it's good for the entire day. Yeah. Hi Gooby, welcome on in. How you doing today? No, I don't have it. I don't have it at the apartment. Yeah. Maybe someday, but not right now. Let me see. Yes, it is hot enough for tea. So, like I said, for my mom, and she usually has it for tea, and so she keeps it really hot. And then if she wants to like cool it down for like green tea, for example, she'll just like, you know, take it out, put it in a cup, let it cool off for a little bit, and then she'll like, you know, put the tea in, or vice versa. And so yeah, it's hot enough to be used for tea. But obviously, you know, like when it's time for like guests to come over, then my mom she'll like bust out the tea set, right? And then she'll make it like the old-fashioned way, right? But yeah, usually when it's just for like everyday use, we don't bust out like the whole teapot. But when guests are over, she'll bring out the whole entire set, you know? Hi Sam, welcome on in. Hello, by the way, for those watching on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. We are live on both Twitch, YouTube, and on Twitter. I think I have perms to stream on TikTok again, but I am a little too low energy today to deal with the TikTok shenanigans. The TikTok shenanigans, I'm just like, I'll wait a little bit for it, you know? I'll wait a little bit. Why sounds like a guy? Do I sound like a guy? I feel like voices, you know, some voices can be more ambiguous as well. So I would say, you know, people can sound however they sound, right? And so I'll be a little careful about asking questions like that to strangers. Hi, Yade. Welcome on in. Favorite school subject? I haven't went to school in a very long time, but back when I went to school, I had many different subjects that I liked. Like, I remember there was a period where math was my favorite subject. And then at one point, I really liked chemistry. And then by the time that I like graduated, I think my favorite subject at the time was psychology, I want to say. So yeah, I feel like my school subjects changed throughout the years. And then when it came to university, my favorite subject was actually piano theory. Piano theory, as well as we had this course called like Imaginary Cities, which is a film class where you research, or film/history, where you research cities in film, right, over the years, and you talk about it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But that was more like an elective, but I guess it still counts though, right? I think it still counts. I got, hi, Mikasa, welcome on in. Hello there, welcome. Hi, hey. You spilled Coca-Cola onto your PS5? You should put it in a bag of rice. I'm not even kidding you, okay? That's how it works, right? It's like people always talk about it. They're like, yeah, you drop your phone into the water, right? Make sure to put it into some rice, right? And so if you're really that desperate, you know, for like a quick fix and it hasn't been too long, if you want to go ahead and, you know, put your whole PS5 into like a big bag of rice. Yeah, do you guys not get like the big bags of rice? Here, let me show you. Jasmine bag of rice. So the ones that my parents would get all the time is like the gigantic, like the 20-pound bag of rice. And usually whenever we go to the Asian market, we'd stock up on like 3 bags of the Asian rice. Because we eat rice, like we used to eat rice every single day, you know? And so those bags are big enough to put a PS5 in. These ones, it's not the exact brand, but it gets like the gist of it. They're super big, gluten-free. But yeah, they're really big. They're super big. 50 pounds or nothing? Dang. You know, I have a friend. He has like a ton of rice in his basement. If you know, you know. But he has so much rice, you know, in his basement. And so if you got that much rice as well, you can also put it into your or you can put your PS5 in there too, you know? Oh my god, speaking of rice, you know, I've seen videos of people either like... So with rice, you're supposed to wash your rice, right? I've seen videos of people using soap to wash your rice. And I'm just like, I don't know if they're like rage baiting me or if people actually use soap to wash their rice. But I'm like, you don't need to do all that. You just wash it with water like a couple of times and you're good. But when I see people wash their rice with soap, I'm just like, what are you doing? I'm just like, what are you doing? You know? And so you would think they're rage baiting, right? But I've like heard it before. I've heard it like when I was in university where they talk about it and like they don't sound like they're rage baiting. And I'm just like, do people really wash their rice with soap? You know? Or it's like how some people like they wash their meat. You know, for those that wash their meat, they wash it with soap too. And I'm like, you wash it with soap? Sometimes you don't even need to wash, right? And I'm just like, I'm just like, what are you doing? I'm just like, oh god. But you know, at least they're making sure that it's like extra clean, you know? But I try to give them like the benefit of the doubt, right? Because I know sometimes people just don't know, or you know, they were never taught, right? And so I don't judge, right? It's just, for me, it's just more of a shock. It's like a shock value. I'm just like, what? That's a thing? Because I don't know, it could be like a different culture where they do use soap and stuff. Hi Tracy, welcome on in. Hi Susan, welcome as well. Hello there, welcome on in. Let me see. It's either that or they are, well, I don't know about that, Sappy. That's kind of crazy, you know? If they're under the influence and they're like, I need to wash this rice right now. Like they want rice that badly and then they end up using soap by accident. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So when it comes to rice, yeah, you have to make sure to store it in like a cool place. Because if you don't store it in a cool place, yeah, it can be very, very bad. There can be a lot of reasons or a lot of things that happen if you don't put your rice in a cool spot. Dun, dun. I'm scrolling. Personally, I only wash my rice with soap only after I cook it. So you mean when you're like washing the whatchamacallit, the rice cooker after it's done and you've already ate your rice? Oh yeah. If you don't eat rice on the daily, yeah, you don't need to get such a big amount. Like I said, my parents, like our household, we had rice every single day. And so, yeah, that's why we would get that much rice. Yeah, if you don't want to get like the big rice bags at Costco, you can go to like a supermarket and just go to like the international food section or the carb section, like the grains, and they sell enough rice that's like, you know, good for one or even good for two if you want to go for like one person or two. Yes. And so, yeah, people forget about that. It's like Costco is great. I love Costco, you know, but Costco tends to sell stuff in bulk. And so a lot of the times people forget that usually for stuff in bulk, it's good if it can last for a while, like if the shelf life is long. But if you are buying stuff in bulk that does not have a long shelf life, sometimes it's better to not buy it from Costco and go for something from like a smaller portion size that you get from like a regular supermarket. And so, yeah, it's good to keep that in mind. Especially if it's like, I feel like Costco, it's really hard to shop for if you don't have like a family. Like if you have like you know, if you're living with somebody else, right? Like a 2 household, even that is still kind of pushing it for some of their portion sizes. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's okay to opt out of it too if you want to go for other places that have smaller portion sizes. I think we tend to buy the 20-pound of rice at the time for Haiga. What is Haiga? I've never heard of Haiga rice before. Haiga rice. Whoa. Oh, it's like... premium grade rice with rice germ. Rice germ? Rice? Let me see. Haiga rice. What is Haiga rice? Let me search it up. It looks like brown rice. Higher rice is an intermediate rice, often called germ rice, that bridges the gap between white and brown rice. It's milled to remove the bran layer, offering a soft, fluffy texture to white rice, but retains a nutrient-rich germ. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't know there was like an in-between between white and brown rice. That's interesting. Maybe I need to like slowly introduce this into my parents' diet, because yeah, we grew up eating jasmine rice, you know, because we're all about like the traditional white rice. And so my parents, they find it really hard to eat other types of rice, especially brown rice. They're not a fan of brown rice because it doesn't taste the same as white rice for them. And so I've been trying to tell them how important it is, because it's really bad for them, especially now that they're older and they're having like health complications. And so maybe I'll try to introduce this to them whenever I go visit again, because I'm trying to get them to be healthier. And they are pretty healthy for the most part. It's just that I feel like a lot of the times, you know, they tend to really like their white rice. And so unfortunately, that's not good for them in their older age. Oops, I forgot to fix the setting for my desk. Let me sit down. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know about Haiga rice. Yeah. It's from Nishiki too. That brand's it's pretty good. Pretty good brand as well. Not too expensive. Okay, alright. Let me write that down. Let me send this to my parents. Because I want them to still enjoy their rice, you know, but not have the consequences of eating white rice. Because I've looked into it too. I looked into like the tech and stuff about like freezing the rice, right, to help like reduce, you know, the sugar spikes and stuff whenever you do eat white rice right away. And so I've told them about that, but no, they're just like, it's too much effort. Which makes sense, you know, I get it. They're really busy, and it is extra work then compared to just like, you know, popping into the rice cooker. And so maybe this will be like a nice alternative for them. But they're very, very stubborn. They're very picky about their rice. So we'll have to wait and see if they like it. Today's your birthday! Wait! Wait. Mate. Alright. Whenever it is anyone's birthday in the community, I like to do a little something for the birthday. So this is for anyone that has a birthday today or a birthday that has happened so far in March. And a 1 and a 2. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, 誕生日おめでとう! Happy birthday, Marcy! I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day so far as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me know. But yeah, as always, if you guys have a birthday, or if you had a birthday and you want me to play the birthday kalimba for you, I got you. It's a little something that we do here at the tea shop. Hi, Abba! Oh my gosh! Abba, how have you been? I've missed you. Can we get a shout out for Abba, please? Happy birthday. Yes, to Marcy on the YouTube side. I miss you too. Are you going to Off-Kai? I know a lot of VTuber friends are talking about going to Off-Kai because it's like the VTuber convention. And so, yeah, I'm trying to see who's going. But hi, Abba! Is today Amira's birthday? It is not my birthday. Today it is Marcy's birthday on the YouTube side. My birthday's in August. My birthday's August 14th. Yeah. It's my granddad's birthday today. So mine was a week ago. Don't have to do it again though. Yeah. Like I said, that birthday kalimba, that's there for people, you know, that have a birthday today or had a birthday recently as well. Oh, you're having a room party? Okay. Yeah, let me know.
Nice pop cat.
Silva, thank thank you so much for the resub at T2 for 69 months. Nice. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you. Yes, let me know. I remember there are a couple of friends that were mentioning to me too that they have like they had room parties at TwitchCon, right? And they're really private because, you know, VTubers are there. And so VTubers are usually at these parties maskless. And so I heard about how they're more like tight-knit, but they're really fun. And so I am curious about it. I'm just like, ooh, VTuber parties. And so maybe Off Kai will be the first time that I go to like a VTuber exclusive party, you know? Oh. I mean, it would make sense, you know, since we're all VTubers for the most part at Off Kai. You've surely heard the stories. Yeah, I've heard my fair share of stories, okay? I've heard my fair share of stories from last year's Off Kai as well. And so, yeah. No, Off Kai is, so it's a VTuber convention, right? But it's not just for VTubers. Off Kai is also a convention where VTuber members, like community members, can go meet their VTubers, right? And so it's a convention, you know, focused on VTubers for VTuber lovers as well. And so it's like how, you know, Anime NYC is an anime convention. It's a convention centered on anime where anime fans can go, you know, see everything related to anime. And so for Off Kai is a VTuber convention where there's lots of VTubers, but it's VTuber focused in the sense where VTuber fans can go there to get VTuber merch, they can meet their favorite VTubers, right? And so it's not just VTubers that are there. There is a lot of VTubers that are there, but, you know, it's like exclusive. These parties are like, I guess you could say more like creator focused as well, right? If that makes sense. It's always the after party where the wilding happens. I think it depends. It depends on the party because there are some parties that do get wild for, you know, different reasons. And so, yeah, it depends. It really depends. Oh, yeah, Cess! I know Cess is... I know what Cess has mentioned about Off Kai. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's mentioned it to you too, right? Wait, are you going to be tabling there, Abba? Hi, Sukimi. Welcome on in. Can't wait till Off Kai. I'm excited. It's my first ever Off Kai. And there's a lot of VTuber friendos that have been asking about, you know, going. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to meet a lot of VTubers. Because TwitchCon was fun. But I will say, I feel like at TwitchCon, it's like, you know, it's more focused on, I feel like all streamers, right? And so I'm really excited to be at a convention where it's VTuber focused. Because a lot of friends are going there because it's VTuber focused, you know? Because TwitchCon is like, it's fun for people, but not everyone goes to TwitchCon because TwitchCon is more of like an overarching convention for the platform. And so Off Kai, people have mentioned it's a little bit more fun for VTubers because, you know, it's more niche focused, right? And it's really a nice gathering spot for fellow VTubers as well that want to meet up and stuff. You are tabling? Oh my god! Okay, very exciting. That's super exciting. I'll be over there. I'll be there for sure. 100%. That's exciting. That's so cool. I submitted a panel for bingo night, but I don't know if they sent acceptance yet. Oh my god, they have bingo night. I want to go to bingo night. Can you imagine? It's gonna be stuff like it was a hag bingo. Oh my god. I thought you meant like VTuber bingo. I thought they're gonna be like your model has asymmetrical design. Your model is partially animal. I thought it was gonna be VTuber bingo, not hag bingo. That's what I'm saying, right? I feel like VTuber bingo would be so funny. You know, there's a lot of stuff that they mentioned about like common things that VTubers have, and so it's like, dang, get clocked, you know? Your VTuber was isekai'd. You know, stuff like lore related too. I think that'd be really funny. Hi, Avas! Welcome on in on the YouTube side. How you doing today? I want to be there though. I want to be there for like the hag bingo. Even if I don't play, I'm really curious as to what they have for hag bingo. The culture is very polite and respectful towards VTubers. People are careful and asked to film for pictures. A lot of people wear masks. 100%, you know, because VTubers, we're all, for the most part, virtual, right? Like, we all have a model for the most part. And so not a lot of people have their face reveal online. And so that's really good, because that should be the standard for, you know, a VTuber convention, right? Where everyone is sort of essentially face revealing. And so I'm really glad that they've really made that the standard, you know, for that being the culture at a VTuber convention, especially. Let me see. Are you gonna do a VTRP meetup? I don't know if VTRP is gonna do a meetup. I know District V is talking about doing like a meetup, but that's gonna be kind of crazy because District V has like 100+ people, you know. And so if we do meet up, it's gonna be like it's gonna have to be somewhere else outside of the convention. You know what I mean? And then Lodestar is happening on Saturday, so I'm pretty sure there will be people that are going to be in Lodestar as well, you know. But who knows? Maybe there'll be like 3 of them. Maybe they'll have like a VTRP meetup. Maybe they'll have like a VCraft Enchanted meetup. Maybe they'll have a District V meetup. Maybe they'll have a Lodestar meetup, you know. It'll probably be like a bunch of different meetups depending on like who's going and whatnot. It depends on as well on like who initiates the meetup, because if no one sets up the meetup, then it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Yeah, it's my first ever off-kai that I'm gonna be going to, so I'm really excited. You know, I'm excited to see, you know, what it's like to be in a space where it's like a bunch of fellow-minded creators, and I don't know. It's like, for example, like being in the, you know, around friends that are fellow VTubers. It's really fun because we get to talk about, you know, our similar goals. We get to talk about our similar interests because, you know, we're in like similar communities. And so it'll be really fun to like hang out and just like talk too about like our experiences as VTubers, for those that have, you know, been streaming for a long time, or even for those that have not been streaming for a long time. It's just fun. It's like, that's why, you know, anime conventions are fun, because you get to meet people that like anime, right? Something that's more niche. That's why I like conventions. You get to meet people that have the similar niche, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm scrolling. 67. Yeah, 67. Yeah, it's so funny. I like how beforehand everyone was talking about like Rokunana. And then in District V, we had Officer Rokunana. And so a lot of people now, when they hear the name Rokunana that is familiar with District V, they think about Officer Rokunana. Because before, you know, we've just meme about it, like 6, 7, Rokunana. Yeah. I feel like, so yeah, with conventions like, you know, like off-kai, right? There's a lot of people I know as well that have gone to anime conventions are not going to off-kai, you know? And so I have friends that have been asking if I'm gonna be going to TwitchCon instead, you know? Because they want to meet up there instead. And so it's completely understandable, because, you know, it is a very niche convention. And if you're not like a huge fan of VTubers, it's not gonna be something that might be as enticing, especially for the cost, because the cost of going to San Jose is also super expensive. And so yeah, you know, I told my friends, I was like, yeah, if not off-kai, then maybe TwitchCon again, you know. Oh, thank you, Ava. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love doing this, you know. I love VTubing, right? I love streaming. I've been doing this for about 6 years now, and it is my passion. I'm very grateful I can do this full time. Yeah. I think so too, Silva. Yeah, I think it's better to save up. Like, I have a friend who really wants to go to off-kai as well, but they're saving up more for TwitchCon because it's just way too expensive for them flying from East Coast to the West Coast for San Jose. San Jose is just super expensive too. The flight from East Coast to West Coast, I don't know why. Like, we were looking at it. We were looking at like San Jose versus like San Diego, and their flight to San Jose was super expensive compared to their flight to San Diego. PS2 or PS5, choose wisely. I've never had a PS actually. I've only had Nintendo consoles. Hi, Lexus! Welcome on in, ma'am! Oh my gosh, am I gonna see you at Offkai? I want to see you again. I thought, I was just thinking about it because we're talking about going to conventions. And so, I don't know if you're going, Lexus, but if you are, let me know. I'm trying to write down all the friendos that are gonna be there so we can go like hang out and stuff, you know? But this is for you, ma'am, and for your lovely members in the community. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay here at our tea party. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lexus. Thank you, Cinnabons. Yeah, for anyone that's new here, my name is Elvira. I am a variety game streamer, as well as a runaway princess VTuber. And if you want to hang out here, I like to yap. I like to play games. I love waifus. I love scary games. And so if you want to hang out here, please feel free to hang out here and sit back and relax. Let me see. Oh, you're going off, Kai? Okay. All right. Yeah, we have to. Maybe we can do like a girls meetup, you know? We can meet up with the girlies. I am going, Kyle. I am. Are you gonna be there? Maybe we can, you know, like say hi or something. You know, I don't know. You want El to bully you in person? Don't ask him that, Silva. He's gonna make it weird. Okay? Don't make it weird, Kyle. Don't make it weird, okay? I know you like to get bullied, you know, by the other girls, all right? But don't make it weird, okay? You know what I mean? You like it, okay? All right? I know what you like, all right? And so that's why I'm saying, don't make it weird, okay? Don't answer that question. It's a bit, See, look, even Rye's calling you out. Rye's like, yeah, a bit, Yep. It's like how some people, you know, they're like, yeah, you know, the bit of liking feet, it's just a bit, you know? Yeah, it's just a bit. I don't actually like feet. Kyle? It's okay. We don't yuck people's yums, okay? All right? You know? We don't yuck people's yums here. It's a safe space. But yeah, it's really fun. That's another thing too. I feel like a lot of people that, you know, wanted to meet up at TwitchCon, they didn't want to go to TwitchCon, right? And so there's a lot of members from the community as well, you know, that want to go to Offkai. And so, yeah, I think I would love to, you know, meet a bunch of people from the community at Offkai. You know, I think it'd be a really fun experience. And so, don't worry. I did the same thing. I'm gonna bring stickers and my business cards again. And so if you guys see me, same thing. You can come up to me and grab a sticker as well as my business card. So yeah, you guys can come by and grab those goodies. I'm gonna see if I can add something else as well that's like Offkai exclusive, right? Because I think that'd be really fun to give like exclusives to events and stuff. And so that way, people that do meet up with me at conventions, you can be like, oh my god, you know, I was at, you know, Offkai 2026 and I met Elvira there, you know, and then same thing too for next year. If I go to Offkai again, I'll have like an exclusive sticker for Offkai 2027, right? And so, yeah, I'll give you guys some goodies because I was really inspired by those that gave out like exclusive goodies for TwitchCon last year. I was like, wait, that's so cute. I like that idea. You know, it's like little collectibles, right? Hi, Denisa. Welcome on in on the YouTube side. Don't forget to give out your stickers. It took me all con to get a sticker from you. You just gotta remind me. I have really bad memory. There's some friends that I forgot to give stuff out to as well. I was like, man, I forgot to give some stuff out to people and I was so sad. I was like, no! FOMO only gets stronger every day. I'm so sorry. Don't worry. So it's just supposed to be like an extra goodie on top of like, you know, if you are going to the convention. But don't worry. I'll still give stuff out, you know, for those that want to get stuff on stream as well. Like I mentioned, I am going to be bringing sticker giveaways back. And so those will come back as well. Reminding you, but then felt bad asking all that. No, it's fine. I'd rather you remind me every single time than not at all, because that's what happened, you know. I forgot to give someone a sticker and I felt so bad. I was like, frick, I forgot. I forgot. Memory's so bad. Because there's just so much on my mind, you know, at a convention, especially since it was my first time having a meet and greet. It was my first time, you know, just like being there at TwitchCon. It was just a lot for me to think about. And so if anything, I'm like, please remind me. I'd rather you remind me than feel like you're bothering me by reminding me, you know? Did you ever send out the rest of the stickers? No, I did not. That's exactly why I haven't started back up again, because I wanted to start it back up again in like February, but I was like, I need to make sure that I'm like ready to give them out, because I don't want it to get backed up again like last time, you know? So yeah, I wanna wait and make sure I'm like ready to send everything out, because I forgot I don't have stamps with me, right? And so I recently ordered stamps because I completely forgot I don't have my dad's like ginormous stamp collection anymore. Because my dad, he likes collecting stamps, right? And so whenever I wanted to send out my you know, sticker giveaways to y'all, I just asked my dad, I'm like, Dad, can I have some stamps? And he's like, here, you can have them. And so my whole life, I never bought stamps. And so my dad, he's always like, why buy stamps? Just use my stamps, you know? Because it's collection, but it's not really a collection that he like collects for the sake of collecting. It's more so like he collects them so that there's enough for us to use whenever we need them, type of thing. And so my dad, he collects them. He'll be like, look at it, it's really pretty, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's really nice. But my dad, he's more like he collects it because they're pretty and they're nice looking, but he wants to use them as well. And so he's not a collector that hoards. He's more of a collector that likes to collect them to use them. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, my dad, he'll collect them and he'll look at them, but then he'll be like, use it, make sure you use it. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Dad. That's why my dad was really cute. And there were nights where I had my like, you know, I had all my mail prepped out and I would leave it on the table so that I remember to send it out the next day, right? But I haven't stamped them yet because it's like super late and I just wanted to go to bed. And then the next morning, I would see that my dad had stamped all of them already. You know what I mean? And I was just like, what the heck, Dad? And my dad was like, yeah, I just wanted to do it for you, you know, because I saw them there. And so my dad was like, I just wanted to help out since you're, you know, he's always talking about like how hard I do work for my, you know, my job as a streamer. And so he's like, oh, yeah, I want to help out a little bit, you know. We're not really familiar with like streaming. And so he would like help out with my stamps. And I'm like, Dad, you have to do that? What the heck? And so that's why I told people, for those that have gotten previous giveaways, some of y'all have some stamps that Dad Veer personally picked out for y'all. He used like the really pretty ones too. Like my dad, he loves flowers. And so if you got like a flower stamp, that was from my dad. My dad, he did the flower stamp one. You know, he was like, you guys get the flower stamp. I would try to just like use the default Dan stamps, you know, like the regular US postal one, because I didn't want to, you know, use my dad's fancy stamps. My dad was like, no, it's okay. They can use the fancy ones. Yeah. If you guys look at your stamps and you have like a flower stamp or like a holiday theme stamp, that's from my dad. My dad was like, yeah, you know, he's like, I want to make it extra special for people that watch you. And I'm like, oh, Dad, what the heck? My dad's so cute. I love my dad. My dad's really sentimental. You know, that's where I get my sentimentalness from. Is from my dad. Yeah, I love my dad. I miss my dad. I should call him today. I should be like, hi, Dad. I miss you. How you doing? What the heck? What's that quote? What is that quote of? Why do you look like that? Gremlin laugh. Yeah, my dad's a real sweetheart. He's super, like all the romantic sides, you know, like my dad's romantic, my dad's really sweet, my dad's the person that's always like treat others with kindness, you know, my dad has good manners. And so my dad, you know, he's like, my dad's all green flags, except like obviously, you know, my dad has some faults too, right? But for my whole life though, my dad like set the standard, you know, my dad's like green flags all around. Is he single? He's not single, okay? He's married to my mom. So he's not single. Hi, Aaron. Welcome on in. Is it Arian? Welcome on the YouTube side. My mom, though. My mom does say, though, that my dad, he was quite popular with the ladies, you know? And so my mom likes to, you know, joke about how she was the one that, like, got him to settle and stuff. And I was like, Mom, You guys had an arranged marriage, okay? But she's like, yeah, but she was the one to initiate, you know, to my grandma about doing the arranged marriage. But yeah, my mom talks about it all the time. She's like, your dad was really popular with the ladies, you know, back in his day. And I was like, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, my dad's like all green flags, right? And he dressed really well as well. My dad was a really nice, well-dressed man that had manners. And he's also, he's very, you know, courteous. He has a little chivalry. And so, yeah, my dad was quite the gentleman, you know? He still is. My dad's still a gentleman. Like, for my dad, you know, he's always going out of his way to, like, you know, do stuff for both my mom and for me. My mom, she jokes about it, though. She's like, yeah, once you were born, your dad, you know, full on became, like, he like, put his attention, like, on me, you know, since I was, like, his firstborn daughter and stuff. And so my mom's always like, be kind to your dad, because your dad has, like, a soft spot for you. And I'm just like, aw, thanks, Mom. I know that. Like, for my dad, I'm like, my dad's, he has, like, a, you know, soft side for me. And I'm the same way. I have a soft side for my dad. I'm definitely a daddy's girl, you know. Not lady killer. Hi, Himbo. Welcome on in. How you doing today? I checked my 2 letters from you. One has a flower and the other has an elf. Oh, that's from my dad too. My dad was the one that put the elf on it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the flower one's from my dad. And then the elf one, I'm pretty sure it's from my dad as well. Because like I said, whenever I put stamps on, I would try to just go for like the postal one, because I felt bad using my dad's like fancy stamps. Yeah, Silva won the lottery twice. Thank him one day for the cute stamps. Okay, I will. Yeah, I'll let him know. Just lurking. Time to go make some potato and leek soup. Ooh, I hope you enjoy your potato and leek soup. That sounds so good. Please continue the yap. I don't know if there's anything else to like yap about that I can think of off the top of my head. Because I feel like, yeah, I don't know. My dad. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, I love my dad a lot. I love my mom too, but I'm definitely a daddy's girl. Because my dad has always tried to, you know, like, be so just like so kind. Like, he's been so kind. He's been so understanding, you know, and just, he really set the standard for me growing up, you know, for what I looked for in a guy. He's also kind of funny. I guess he's kind of funny too, you know. Like, you know my puns and my humor? I get that from my dad. Because my dad, he'll banter with my mom too, right? And my mom, she's not really like a banter type, but he'll try to banter with my mom. And so he'll like banter, he'll make like a remark at my mom, and then he'll look at me and we'll like start cracking up. Like, I'll laugh at my dad's bantering with my mom more than my mom laughs at my dad. And so my dad and I would just like crack up with each other all the time. My mom, she just gives us the stare. She's just like, laugh it up. That always gets you going. Chat is seldom met. Oh my god, Himbo. Yeah, don't even get me started, okay? I have a friend. I'm not gonna say who, okay? But I have a friend that I've known for a while now, like a few years, right? And I keep telling this guy that you don't use 2-in-1, right? It's not good to use 2-in-1 products, you know? And they even asked about like skincare advice from other people, right? And they were like, yeah, don't use 2-in-1, right? And they're just like, but it works though. It's easy, 2-in-1, you know, or 3-in-1, right? And I'm just like, please. The reason why it does not work, right, for 2-in-1, especially if it's like shampoo and conditioner, is because shampoo and conditioner have different purposes. And it's not gonna work if it's working at the same time. You know what I mean? The whole reason why you shampoo first and then you condition is because shampoo strips away a lot of the dirt, a lot of the oils, right, as you're cleaning. And then conditioner, it puts the moisture back into your hair. And so that's why you do it after you shampoo and you clean. And so you're supposed to let it hit. Not let it hit. Let it sit. Let it sit. Right? And like marinate your hair. Like, you have to let steak marinate in sauce when you're marinating it before you cook it, right? You're marinating your hair in the conditioner, and then you wash it out after like 5-10 minutes, because You need to let the conditioner do its thing. The same thing if you put a face, or like a hair mask on. You let your hair mask sit for like 10 minutes, if not longer, so that it can really get into your hair. And so that's why 2-in-1 does not work, because if it's a 2-in-1, right, it's trying to condition and clean at the same time, which does not work. And so that's the same thing too with any product. If a product has like a 2-in-1, it's not as effective as if you're using it separately. And so it's usually recommended that if you do use products, it's better to have them separated as opposed to having like a 2-in-1. It might be convenient, but it's not working to the best of its ability, you know? So that's why when I hear about like 2-in-1 hair products, it like grinds my gears, because I'm just like, it's not working the way it's supposed to work. So what you're saying is I need to use... No! The more products that are in something, the less likely it's going to do what it's supposed to do, you know? Don't do that. Don't do that. Same thing too with like if you're using, for example, that's why they have like skincare cleanser versus like body wash, right? Because the type of skin that you have on your face is different from the skin on your body. And now you guys are just rage baiting me. You guys are trying to rage bait me. Stop it. You guys know it grinds my gears, and you guys are rage baiting me, and it's working. How dare you guys rage bait me? How dare? Whatever. Yeah, I'm so nonchalant. I'm so nonchalant. You guys can't rage bait me. I'm so nonchalant about it. Do you know X? I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, it's working again. Stream Elements is working again. Nice. Hi, gamer. Welcome on in. Hello. What do you use for VTubing? I use VTube Studio. I use VTube Studio for my live 2D model. It's like the standard, usually, and most common app that people use for VTubing. Depending on if you're, of course, using like a 2D model versus like a 3D model. So what if water only? Water only, it can still clean. It's just not going to be as like effective, you know, as shampooing, because shampooing has specific properties. It helps to get rid of like the dirt, you know, and the grease and the oil a bit more effectively, right? But yeah, it can still work, but it depends on your water too. Like it depends on the hardness of your water. The hardness of your water can also affect your hair differently as well. That's why sometimes if you're traveling somewhere and you're washing your hair, it might feel different because the hardness of the water will affect your hair. Hence why if you go to places like, for example, Korea, you really want to get like a water filter because the hardness of the water there is a lot more intensive compared to the hardness of the water in the States, you know? And so you gotta remember. I'm not talking about hard as in like how firm the water is. I'm talking about like how much mineral is in the water. Because different filters filter out different amounts of minerals, you know, and different places have different levels of minerals in their water. Who did that? Excuse me. Yes, Queen. Yeah, Ava. Yeah, Silva. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hi, Therian. Welcome on in. Welcome. Yes, hard water tends to leave your more mineral deposits in your hair. Hence why your hair will feel more like dry when you wash your hair in hard water, right? Versus like soft water. Hi, Eddie. How have you been? Nice to see you. What if I never use conditioner with 2-in-1 at that point? Yes. If you don't use conditioner and you only shampoo, then I feel like that's like the only situation where I would approve of 2-in-1. Like if you're someone that would rather not do like the 2 separate steps, then 2-in-1, it's not the best, but it does its job. It's better than not using any conditioner at all, you know? So I would say that's better. Hard water is rough. If possible, invest in a home water filter system. Yes, home water filter systems are great. I think 2-in-1 would be better. I feel like your hair would naturally oil it up. Just means your hair will be greasy faster without conditioner. You think so? Because even though I'm putting so much hate on 2-in-1, I did use 2-in-1 before I learned about, you know, how it's better to have not 2-in-1. And it worked for me. It worked for me, you know, all throughout middle school. And so it still did the job. I think it's still better than not having conditioner at all, because I feel like if you're just doing shampoo, sure, you can let the grease build up by itself, but I still think it's a little bit better. But of course, you know, to each their own. If you think shampoo is fine, then that's fine. But I personally, I prefer 2-in-1 if I'm not gonna be doing, like, you know, the conditioner and the shampoo. Like, for example, if I'm traveling and I don't have, you know, access to like buying shampoo that's affordable and conditioner that's affordable for like travel size, I'll just buy like the 2-in-1. I'll buy the 2-in-1 little like travel size bottles. I survive life with your shampoo. I mean, yeah, these are like first world problems, you know what I mean? You know, it's like you don't need to have conditioner, but it is good for your hair if you want to bring some moisture back into it. And so at the end of the day, honestly, if it works for you, it works for you. You don't need to have separate shampoo and conditioner. It's just that ideally you'd want to have it separate. And so if you do want to have it, then you can. It also depends on your hair texture as well. Like my hair is like pin straight, okay? My hair is pin straight hair that's really thick. And my hair is like Asian hair. And so what works for me might not work for other people, and vice versa. So there's a lot of other factors as well that go into hair care, right? And skincare, right? And so it's different for every person, you know? And so for me, right, where I prefer 2-in-1 as opposed to shampoo by itself, for people that have other different types of hair, that could work for you, you know, just like shampoo by itself, right? Like for me, I know with some people, it's like if you don't wash your hair for an entire week, your hair doesn't get greasy, right? Whereas for other people, if you don't wash your hair for like a day, it gets greasy. And so there's a lot of factors that go into it. It's not just as simple as in like, oh yeah, shampoo and condition, and that works for you, right? Texture matters, your type of hair matters, genes matter too in this situation as well for your hair. So it just really depends. Only time I start using conditioner is when it starts to get longer. I keep my hair on about, oh yeah, 100%. Like I feel like, especially for people that have shorter hair, it's not as necessary. Like for me, right, the reason why I use conditioner and hair mask is because my hair is really long, and I try to keep my hair as long as possible for as long as possible, because I only get my hair cut once a year, you know? And so the reason why I condition and do hair masks is because I'm trying to prevent split ends on my hair, especially at the bottom, at the tip, because I've had my hair for so long. And so yeah, a lot of the reasons why I do that is because I want to keep my hair as healthy as possible, because it's going to grow out for so long, right? But if you're someone that has like shorter hair, right? Like if it's like a buzz cut style, or if it's like, you know, like hair that goes up to your ears, right? I feel like it can still matter, but it's not as big of an issue as some people with like longer hair might make it out to be. You know what I mean? My hair definitely survive a lot. When my jeans are too tight, always. Okay, I don't know about jeans. I think those are different. You know, they might be correlated, but they're definitely not a cause. I also nowadays only brush my hair when wet because it's better for my... Exactly, right? Like, for me, with my straight hair, I would never brush my hair when it's wet. That's like asking for my hair to rip and to have split ends. I never brush my hair when it's wet. I brush my hair when it's like damp, you know? Like, it's like dried up for the most part, about like 70%. Then I'll brush it out. But I never brush my hair when it's wet. Never, ever. Do you chop off? Oh, yeah. Like, whenever I get my hair cut, I ask them to cut like 3 to 5 inches off, you know? Which might not seem like a lot, but yeah, I usually, every year, I'll be like, can you cut my hair like 3 to 5 inches? It's like, it'll go from like my hips up to like halfway up my back, if that makes sense. So it's a pretty big chunk. What do you think of Turkish cuisine? I haven't had a lot of Turkish cuisine, actually, so I can't really give an opinion on it. 3 to 5 is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of hair, but my hair grows pretty fast. Like every year I get my hair chopped to like about halfway down my back, and by the time I go back for my annual haircut, my hair is already back down to my hips. So yeah, that's usually how much I get cut off, because I don't like it to be too long. And then at that point too, my hair starts to look a little messy because of all the split ends. And so it's just nice. It's nice to have like a reset for my hair. Different products for different hair. Exactly. I burn for her. I burn for her like a candle, but she always waits for the sun to rise. Wait, that was kind of cute, Racer. You know, you sound like you're yearner, you know? Oh my god, guys. I really like, you know, girl talk. It doesn't have to just be like girl talk, right? But you know, I may have had, you know, some girl talks recently with some friends, you know, in regards to like love. And it's really cute because we talk about, you know, stuff like that. We're like, you know, people that yearn. It's really cute, you know, because that's like a thing that I feel like has been a lot more common nowadays, right? Especially in fan fiction, is they talk about how they really like somebody that yearns. And in particular, if it's like, you know, like a relationship that involves a guy, you know, or multiple men, right? They really like the whole idea of like, you know, men that yearn. That's like the thing that they talk about nowadays, right? In fan fiction a lot. And so we were just talking about it, right? Like we're talking about like people that yearn, right? In general, not just guys, right? Girlies as well, right? We're just like, yeah, people that yearn for love. We think it's really romantic, you know? Because it's just like, I don't know. We were talking about it. We're just like, love is so cute. And so for me, you know, being that friend that's usually like the wingman friend or the friend that people go to for advice about stuff like that, I love it. I'm just like, please tell me. You know, I love hearing about people in, you know, in love. I love hearing about people that have like a crush. I love hearing about all that. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm down to listen. If you want to talk about it, I'll listen. If you want advice, I'm down to give advice, you know? And so it's been really fun just having like, you know, some girl talk with some of the girlies. I'm just like, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like girl talk can also be talks, because I've had like girl talk too with like guy friends as well. And so it's just cute. I think it's really cute just to talk about like, you know, crushes and all that stuff. Call me the material people use to knit with an extra E the way that I yearn. Oh my god, right. Are you saying that you're like a yearner? I think there's nothing wrong with like yearning. You know, yearning is really sweet. You know? If anything, I feel like more people want people that yearn for each other, you know? Any advice for dating in 9th grade? That's quite young still, I think, in my opinion. And I feel like at that time, when you're in like high school / middle school and you like start having feelings for somebody, I think a lot of the times our insecurities tend to pop up, especially at that age. You know what I mean? And so if you feel like you need to change yourself for the person that you have a crush on, don't do it, okay? Because a lot of the times people tend to feel like they have to change themselves in order to like appeal, you know, to the person that they're crushing on or that they have feelings for. And so especially when you're like still looking for your, you know, identity, you're still trying to figure yourself out when you're in high school, for example, right? It's really important to remember who you are, because it's very, very easy to lose yourself, especially in love, right? Even for people that are outside of high school, right? As an adult. And so it's so important to remember that, sure, you know, having a crush is fun. Being infatuated is also something that happens to people when they have like crushes and stuff. But it's so, so important to remember the things that you like, the things that you enjoy doing, you know, and to not try to cater towards this person that you like in order to try to, you know, get with them. Because at the end of the day, if you're changing yourself up so much that you're not able to recognize yourself anymore, then that person was not meant for you. Because the person that is meant for you is supposed to be somebody that adds on to, you know, who you are as a person. It's supposed to be like two people that enjoy what they do, and then they're able to come together and enjoy what they do together, right? And so that's something that I would highly recommend to people that are younger, that have a crush on somebody or is, you know, in love with somebody, is that you want to make sure that you don't lose yourself in love. Because it's very easy to forget who you are when you're, you know, in love with somebody, right? Because it's only natural that if you like somebody, right, it's perfectly fine to want to be in like similar hobbies. Like if you want to check out their hobbies because you're interested in them, that's fine too. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to try new things because you're interested in the person or you're with this person, right? But it's also really important to remember what you like as well, right? And to enjoy the things that you like to do as well. Prime, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for the subs on the YouTube side as well. But yeah, that's my main advice. Of course, no problem. Like, you know, for me, like I said, I got you guys. If you guys ever, you know, want some advice, I'm not like a love guru. I'm not a therapist, but, you know, coming from like a, you know, you're slimmer, right? I'm always down for some like girl talk, you know? And so you guys can always, you know, ask too. But obviously, you know, don't be like asking stuff constantly. Like, I remember someone that was like a little bit younger in the community, right? They were asking about their crush one day, and that's fine by me. Like, if you want to talk about it for a little bit, it's fine. But then every single stream after that, they would only talk about their crush and update me about their crush. Every time that they talked in chat, you know, that was like the only thing that they talked about. And, you know, I was just like, I thought it was cute, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know, I'm not just here to only talk about crushes and love, you know? Yeah, everything in moderation, exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much, Farah. But if it's like in a situation like this, right? If it's a situation like this where I'm talking about it, right? It's perfectly fine to you know, talk about it. I'm a guy. That's okay. Guys can have girl talk too, you know? Girl talk, I just think about it more like girl talk can be like, you know, girls talking to each other about stuff. Or it can be like my guy friends that ask about girls, right? I call that girl talk too. So it doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to be a girl to have girl talk. Hi, Tempe. Hi, Gabriel. Welcome on in. How you doing today? That's why for my guy friends, right? Like, if they ever have anything that they want to talk about, it doesn't have to be in regards to, like, love either. I always tell them, like, yeah, if you ever want to talk about anything, just let me know. You know, I'm down to listen. I'm down to, you know, talk if you want somebody to talk to. Because I always hear about that, too. Like, I hear about it from, you know, a few guy friends where they just feel like they aren't able to really talk to their other guy friends about stuff in relation to like their emotions, right? And I feel so sad. I'm like, why? You guys don't want to talk about like emotions and stuff? But I get it though, right? There's like toxic masculinity that exists out there. And so like some guys I know are very open about their feelings, but some other guys I know still feel that toxic masculinity, you know, in society. And so they're a bit more closed off. And so I want them to know that they have a safe space where you guys are able to talk about your feelings. Exactly. Girl talk doesn't have to be exclusive. Exactly. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. I don't think my crush likes me because when we were in PE, he told me he knew my secret and then my best friend told me. And oh no. Oh, well, I feel like if you think your crush doesn't like you, or yeah, because you heard a secret from your best friend, I would say that's not really as irrelevant. You know what I mean? It's like, that's just the sharing of a secret. That's not really in relation to anything in regards to like liking somebody, you know? Yeah, keep enjoying what you enjoy, and someone who can enjoy that with you will come along. Exactly. Yearn for snacks, and that's fine too. Like, if you're somebody that doesn't really care about love or relationships, that's perfectly fine too. I know a lot of people as well that don't really care for romance, you know, or care for relationships or love, you know. It's either A, something that they'll never care about, or B, it's just not in their focus, you know, and that's fine too. It's fun to talk about, but, you know, you don't have to just because other people are doing it, you know? It should be something that you want to do for yourself and for the other person that you're with, if you want to get with them. No, Himbo, don't say that. Don't say tragic romance is your effing life. Don't worry, Himbo. Don't worry, okay? There's still time. People think about that too, right? They're like, oh my god, I'm a specific age, and so because I'm a specific age, I'm supposed to be in a relationship and all that jazz. But that's something that does not really matter either, you know? Like, there are people that fall in love later in life. There are people that fall in love earlier in life. And so I feel like the societal pressure to, you know, get into a relationship and get married and whatnot by a specific age, that's all hodgepodge. I feel like that's dependent on you and yourself. No one else should matter in that situation except for you and the person that you're with, or the person that you might potentially, you know, be with. Timu Miku! I think you might need to get your eyes checked. I don't look anything like Miku except for like maybe the pigtails. So even the pigtails are a little different. So I'm definitely not a Timu Miku. Oh yeah, 100% too. Like if we're just talking about high school advice in general, yeah, it's perfectly fine to not be popular. You know, like people think about that too when they're younger, about like how cool it is to be popular, but that will not matter. Okay, that does not matter at all. Especially once you graduate, it does not matter at all. What's the crush? Oh, so in the English language, when people talk about like a crush, it's usually someone that you like romantically, you know? It's like someone that you talk to and then you end up developing feelings for them. Bootla, thank you so much for the resub at 36 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you so much, Bootla. Yes, just like Abba said, you know, don't peak in high school, kids. You know, there's so much more to life than just high school. High school is not the main point of your life as they make it, you know, seem in movies. There's so much more to life than just high school. Hi, Annie. Hi, Shinobu. Welcome on in. Hello there. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's really fun. I love talking. I can talk all day, every day, if you guys can't tell already. And so, yeah, it's really fun just to talk about all things out there. What's your favorite? My favorite color? My favorite color is maroon. Maroon is my favorite color. Yeah. What's your name on Twitch? My name on Twitch is just Elvira. Same thing that you would see on my YouTube. What hair are you referring to? My hair right here. The one that you see on me. My pigtails. Yeah. I can see why they might call me Timu Miku, but my hair is not color. It's the same color as hers. Nor is it the same hairstyle. So I think they're just they just saw like pigtails and they're like, Miku. Thank you. I'm glad you like my hair color. Thank you. Yeah, I've been really excited, you know. It's just I you know, it's really fun talking to friends recently, you know, that have been wanting to talk about stuff in regards to like love. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's been a while since I've had, you know, talks like this with friendos about love and crushes and like relationships and stuff. And so I'm like, oh my god, this is fun. I used to do it all the time back in like high school, university. But yeah, I feel like I haven't really done that too often, you know? And so I'm like, ooh, cute. Timu Vocaloid. But I don't even sound like a Vocaloid. I'm not a synthesizer. Thank you for the follow, Annie, by the way. Welcome on in on the YouTube, on the Twitch side. Hi, Barry. Welcome on in. I've seen the first season of the One Piece live action, but I have not seen the second season yet. I do want to, though. Bio, thank you so much for the head pats. Thank you. I love Miku, but I love Elf more. Oh my god, Ava. No, I love you more. God, girls are so cute. Ava's so cute. You guys definitely should come to her booth, okay? If you're gonna off-kai. Yeah, her booth at TwitchCon was so cool. I don't know if we ever... Because I remember we kept popping by your table at TwitchCon, but I think you were usually away whenever we pop up. But every time that I saw your booth, I was just like, whoa, Ava's booth is so cool. It looked really cool. This VTuber unking out makes me reminisce about the past. Me? Are you saying I'm unking out? Excuse me, Desmond. Excuse me. Okay, I may have my unk moments, all right? But I don't think I'm unking out right now. I'm talking about love, you know, and relationships. That's timeless, you know? I feel like relationships and love, this is a hot topic ever since, you know, the ye olde days, and it's still a hot topic now. But speaking of time, I'm gonna pull up the trailers for the new Wuthering Waves girl before Bio yells at me for talking for too long again. I can feel it. I can feel Bio slowly getting mad about me talking and not playing on Gotcha Thursdays. I feel it, guys. I feel it. I know, unking out is crazy. It's like hulking out, but you unk out instead. You know what I mean? Because you are the first person to nag me. Okay, all right. And I do feel bad because Bio, he has every reason to nag me, you know, because he does live in Europe. And so if I don't start sooner than later, it's going to be his bedtime. And so I should be aware of my yapping. Okay, so we have a 3.2 trailer. So we can watch that. And then there's the showcase for the new waifu. And then there's also a resonator showcase as well for her in combat. So we'll look at those. And then, oh my gosh, she has an EP? Or is this not an EP? It says EP. I don't know if it stands for episode or if it's like an actual music video. Punks Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Oh my god, it is like a music video. Okay. So, wow, they're doing EPs as well. Currently patching too many games, did not know. Yeah, Wuwa has a new unit. Okay. I'm setting up all the trailers so we can watch them in order, and then we can go through it together, okay, y'all? We'll react, and then we'll hop into game, as always. And then we'll go from there, okay? I just feel weird because of my classmates. Oh, classmates too. Classmates, they might seem like they're really important people right now because, you know, you guys are there every single day in proximity of each other. But, once again...
Elve wiggle, elve wiggle, elve wiggle, elve wiggle, elvi sharma, elvi sharma, elvi sharma.
Yeah, once you graduate, you know, a lot of times you don't really keep in contact with those people either because, you know, that you were just... A lot of times you don't realize it, but you're friends because of proximity, you know? And then the true friends that you were friends with, you'll stay in touch with. But a lot of times, if they're classmates that are being mean, I wouldn't pay too much attention to them because eventually, you know, you guys won't even keep in contact with each other anymore. Dalmon, thank you so much for the resub at 17 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea button. Thank you so much. Thank you for these subs on the YouTube side once again. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, like for me, you know, like I keep in contact with like one person from high school, you know? And I feel like when it comes to my other classmates, like I had friends as well, but we don't really keep in contact like that anymore. It's just been so long, you know? And friend circles change. And so for me, like when I talk about it, right? A lot of my friends are mainly online, and that's perfectly fine because, you know, it makes sense. Like I had a lot of friends too growing up that were online around like high school, university time. And so, yeah, it just kind of slowly changed up like that, where it's like I have friends IRL, but it's just that, you know, hobbies change, your career changes, passions change, and so we just didn't really keep in touch anymore. And so for me, right, a lot of what my life centers around is online. And so I have friends IRL that I hang out with and meet up with, but those are also friends that I've met online as well. Like those online friends have become IRL friends too, if you know what I mean. It's just long distance friends. And so it's really cool. And I'm perfectly okay with it, you know. Do I miss the friends I had in high school sometimes? Sometimes I'll think about it. I'll be like, wow, that was really fun to like think about what it was like to hang out back then. But do I feel like it's something I'm sad about where like we haven't kept in contact? Not really, you know. It's like I think it's just part of life, you know. You grow, and there's that like whole 5-year theory as well, right? There's a theory out there that exists where it's like someone that you know right now, or a majority of people actually that you know right now, you might not know in 5 years, right? And so sometimes that's something to keep in mind is that, yeah, the 5-year theory, right? Is that sometimes you don't realize it, but the people in your life right now, the circle that you might have right now in terms of like friends, right? Or just people you talk to in 5 years, you might not even talk to them anymore. And so life is always changing, and things such as social circles are always changing depending on where you are in life. So yeah, it's always changing. Hi Steve, welcome in. How you doing today? Alright. Okay. So, I have the trailers up, and we will go ahead and start watching together, shall we? Okay, let me hop on over into the scene over here, and I'll change my category into Wuthering Waves. Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like my background. Hee. But yeah, don't worry, guys. If you guys want me to talk more about, like, you know, girl talk or just like love or skincare or all that jazz, just say the word, okay? I can go on all day, every day talking about stuff like that. I am getting a little hungry though, so I might go get something real quick to snack on as we watch. So maybe I'll do like a quick little break right here, like 3 minutes, so I can just get something to eat, like a yogurt. Because I'm a little hungry. I didn't expect to get so hungry from yapping, you know? Okay, let me see. Aw, thank you, Steve. Hi, good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. A little yummy snack. Yeah, I want a little yummy snack to snack on as we look at these trailers together. Okay. Alright. So, let me see. Let me go ahead and give you guys some points to combo with if you guys are on the Twitch side. And then if you're on the YouTube side, I will be right back, okay? So give me like a few minutes here just to get something really quick to eat because I'm pretty hungry. Alright. Be right back super quickly, okay? Alright, BRB. And... oh, boy. What the heck? Where did I go? Ah, there I am. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong scene. I'm supposed to be on the other scene. Hi, I'm back. I got my, or actually I decided to just heat up some leftover Taco Bell quesadillas. I have some quesadillas and I was like, oh, that sounds so good right now, actually. So, yeah, I just heated up some leftover Taco Bell quesadillas. You guys like Taco Bell? Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the welcome back. Like I said, it's going to be real fast. Oh, you haven't had Taco Bell in years? You should get it. It's pretty good. Unless you're not a fan of Taco Bell. Yeah, it has some quesadillas. I love quesadillas. Oh, they're so good. Yeah, Annie. A lot of people have mentioned that to me, that my model reminds them of Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Okay. Alright. But yeah, we're gonna watch the trailer here for the new update, as well as the new character. Yeah, quesadillas! Thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna snack on it as we watch together. Because usually what I like to do is I like to watch the entire thing, and then I'll react to it afterwards. Because I know people want me to pause if I'm reacting to a trailer. But yeah, we're gonna watch the wuwa trailers, see what the update is. Alright. I have taken my lactate. I am ready. You never had anything from Taco Bell? Ooh, have you ever considered trying something from Taco Bell? Wuthering waves. Okay. Alright. Category has been updated. Okie dokie. Okay. Alright, I think that should be good. Okay. Are you guys ready? So first things first is we're going to react to the wuwa trailer. This is the 3.2 official trailer. So it's like the overall trailer. And then from there, we're going to hop into the character specifically for today. All right? But yeah, I'm going to eat a little bit and react at the same time. But for the most part, we'll watch first and then I'll react after. Okay? Let's do this. I hope you guys enjoyed our little yapping session. Oh my god, my thing's is muted. I hope you guys enjoyed my little yapping session. Okay, let's watch.
Do you really believe in yourself?
Oh, it's her!
Do others trust you? So, why not just give up? You're always going to disappoint them.
Whoa.
Welcome to the Psychological Threshold Alternative Therapy Society.
What?
Tonic Society.
Youth. Fascinating concept. So full of ideals and passion, but also anxiety and sorrow.
Oh, this blackboard is just like a black hole, sucking my brain into it.
What kind of game would do something like this? We have to stop it. I can help you solve these strange riddles. The wind's true name.
Ooh!
To the stars.
These students have all become pawns in Mithraxidus' little show.
This isn't about proving myself anymore. It's about doing what's right. This is all you're doing. Your expectations are the chains that bound her.
I thought you might have been linked to the recent disturbances.
Oh! So you're just another victim.
I want to find the answer myself.
Wow. That was so... She's so pretty. She's really pretty. And yep, that's her. She's the newest character. I think her name's pronounced Sigrika? Or Sigrika? She's really pretty. She's like star themed. Okay, okay. What is that? New enemy? Whoa. It reminds me of that, oh, what's that one Pokemon? Configurus? Is that the one I'm thinking about that has like the arms? Wait, oh my god, yeah! It reminds me of the Pokemon. Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like the coffin Pokemon. Okay, new event. Yep. Okay. Hi everyone on the YouTube side saying hi. Welcome. Sword to the beat. Oh, rhythm game? Is this a rhythm game? Oh my god! It is a rhythm game. What? It's a collab with Mustache. I forgot. I remember hearing about how they're gonna have a collab soon, but I forgot it's with Mustache for Wuthering Waves. That's crazy. I love Mustache. Whoa. Ooh, okay, new nameplate stuff. I think so. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just like a Mustache on the Honkai, or not Honkai, the Wuthering Waves side. Go to the puzzle event. We have a. This is stacking. Oh no, it's just a collecting event. Oh, I forget what game this is similar to, but I've played many games that are similar to this. What's that? Oh, just like a combat event. Okay. I've never played Poppy Playtime before. Who the heck is that? Okay, so there's the return of the bikes. Because I remember you guys mentioned the bike thing not too long ago. I forget who it was for, but you mentioned that there was an event with a bike. Okay, and then there's login bonus. Okay. I think... What else are they going to show in the trailer? Because now they're just showing more of like the details of some other stuff. But I think that's okay. I think that pretty much could be what we call it for this first trailer. Because the rest of it is just like talking more about more mechanical sides of it. And so if you want to check that out, you guys can check out the rest of the trailer yourselves. But yeah, it looks like they're just talking about optimization. Yeah, it's just optimization for pretty much the rest of the trailer. Okay. All right. Okay. So that was Wuthering Waves 3.2 official trailer. Now we can look at the showcase for Miss Sigrika. She's really pretty. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let's see what she is like. We already saw a little bit of her in the original trailer. But yeah, she's really pretty. She's themed around stars, it looks like. Hi! Hi, T-Rex. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Uh-oh, I finished my quesadillas and now I have hiccups. Sorry. Hi, Hayden. Welcome, welcome. Please don't joke about stuff like that in the chat. No joking about topics like that in the chat, please and thank you. Okay, I'm going to start it. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Need a hand with something? Then I'm the one to ask.
Wait, that animation into the 2D animation? That was really good. That transition was so good. Okay. She has like a mask on. She's giving like Nier vibes. Nier vibes or what was her name? I forget her name from Genshin Impact. The one that always has this type of mask on her face. I forget her name. I missed out on her, by the way. I was gonna pull for her when she came out, but I missed her because when she came out, I was just like, eh. Oh, Bina? Columbina? Was that her name? Columbina? Oh, thank you, Marcy. This isn't my music right now, though, but the trailer music is really good. Yeah, she's so pretty. I love this look on characters. I think it's really cool, these type of mask.
Cool your head.
Cute! Yeah, Columbina, yeah.
True name, illuminate.
Cute! So,
I loved your meeting.
advertisement, excuse me, get out of here. But yeah, it seems like so for her attacks are themed around stars, but they also have those little creatures. It kind of reminds me of Seelies, I'm not gonna lie. If Seelies had legs and limbs just in general. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of Seelies. So that's her whatchamacallit, her combat showcase. And then now we have her Resonator showcase. So this one shows more of her as opposed to the combat. So that was her combat. Interesting. I didn't expect the little guy. The little guy is kind of cute. So I'm like, okay, I guess we'll let the little guy go, you know? But the little guy is pretty cute. And then let's hop onto it for the Resonator showcase. Let's see. I like the nature theme as well that comes with her.
The first class this afternoon is oh, I'm going to be late.
Wait, her voice is so cute.
Thank you. Huh? Dania.
Planning to be late on your very first day as a teaching assistant?
Right. Sorry. See you later.
Dania.
All right. Let's start. Everyone, feel free to ask questions.
Sigrika, do the Roya still practice herding today?
Of course. It's just done a little differently now. Please.
Oh, okay, so she's like a history teacher, maybe? Herding. Okay, so it's a lot of animals. She's like focused a lot on animals, it seems like.
Turn your books to chapter 1.
Hey, Sigrika!
Sigrika!
It's time to head back!
I'm coming! As you can see from the textbooks, this is how the Royal lived today. Sigrika are the creatures in the illustration, sorry skins.
That's right. Most of them abide in Piotr Woods. They love sunlight. Sometimes they wander off on adventures like curious children.
Okay, so we saw this earlier in the showcase, the combat showcase. Okay, but that's confirmation. So her official name is pronounced as Sigrika, as we've heard from 2 people now.
But they're not very good with directions.
Oh, I'd love to play with them. How fascinating.
Excuse me. Could you tell us about the Heliotic 6?
You know, she kind of looks like March 7th. You know what I mean? Like if March 7th had like a wuwa equivalent from Honkai Star Rail. She kind of looks like that, you know? But I think I like her design. She has like a starry type of celestial design as well for her hair. God. She's so pretty.
After all, you are one of the successors.
I bet the 6 are the wisest among all the Roya.
Right, which means Sigrika must be incredibly gifted too.
Please, this area isn't safe.
Greetings, successor to the 6.
Hello.
Mother, what are the people in the Heliotic 6 like?
They are the hope and pride of our tribe.
Look out!
Just like always. The truth is, I can't do anything right.
Oh!
Congratulations, Sigrika.
If it's you, Sigrika, you'll handle it easily.
Do your best, Heliotic 6 successor.
I'm not as brilliant as the Heliotic 6 before me. I have no special gift. I'm always a step behind everyone else.
No, the babies!
Mother, what are the people in the Heliotic 6 like?
They are the hope and pride of our tribe.
But even someone as clumsy as me
Still wants to protect everyone's smiles and be worthy of their hope.
If I can't do it in one try, I'll try 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, until the day I can finally do what a successor is meant to do.
Oh my god! Oh, I love her. Yeah, girl, have confidence. She needs to have confidence.
Till next time.
See you.
Not a bad lecture, Sigrika. Or should I say, future Heliotic 6 successor. So, which name do you like better?
Stop! She's so positive. She is. You know, I was feeling bad for her because that is a lot of pressure, you know, to be the successor of something so big. And so I'm glad she had some confidence there towards the end. Not as like tragic as the other girl that we got, right? Imith. My goodness, her story was tragic, but yeah, she's really cute. You know what she reminds me of? She kind of reminds me of Tofi. And I love that so much. She has like the same kind, gentle energy and connection to nature that Tofi has. I'm just like, oh my god, it's like Tofi energy right there. I know, yeah, because they're not about to have some free, you know, ad revenue here on my stream. Not sponsored. Get that out of here. Yeah, very Tofi core. I think she's super Tofi core, 100%. All right. Now we have her EP. So this is her song. So let's see her song and listen to it. Because I really liked Imith. Imith's little music video was really, God, it got me in tears. It got me good. So let's see what the EP is like for Sigrika. Sigrika. Oh, you love the visor for song? Okay, Black Iris. Let's see. Lights.
Sunlight through the window. Every sound feels so close. Have a sleep feet on the floor.
Ooh.
Braiding my hair, it's zoned out. Hesitating, moving slow now. Setting things up and heading out. Opening the day with light. Let the sunlight stay right in my mind. Air so fresh, little wings slipping by. Camera up, don't blink, just in time and nothing in sight. Unfold the rose and stars, searching
she's a yearner, guys. We were just talking about this earlier. We're talking about yearning and how good yearners are. She's yearning, guys. She's yearning.
Either don't start now or do it right. Like get rejected, reach the sunlight.
Cute. You know what it's giving? It's giving Just Dance. But in the best way possible. You know what I mean? Like the bottom earlier gave off like rhythm games, and now it's giving like Just Dance vibes. But it's so cute. It's so cute. With the model dances. Okay.
Just let it be. I'ma go straight that way. No wait, no fade. I'll find a way to go. So we get up, we nail it. I will feel you. Oh my, I'll figure it out. Never seen me calls me back. Roam the wilds as the sun was shining. We move slow. The smile on your face remains open wide. See the open sky we run.
Who are these characters? She's really cute. Sorry. I mean, Sigrika, you know, she's the main girl and she's cute, but she's cute too. That girl's really cute as well. And this girl I'm really intrigued by. I'm like, who are these characters? It's like an idol group without an idol group, you know what I mean? Me too, I like the song a lot too. Yeah, it's really cute. I like the dances too. I wonder if they used mocap, you know, to do the dances. But yeah, since the dance is very much, you know, in the chorus here, I could definitely see a lot of people making cover dances of this because I think it's the first wuwa dance that they have in full 3D. Oh my god, the art, they cooked. It's so pretty. They've done such a good job. I feel like, yeah, when it comes to the artists that they choose, whenever it comes to these games, they're able to nail the theme of the character. Because, yeah, usually when people have artists that they bring on, especially for, you know, like key art for characters, it's so important to consider the style. Because the style, right, of the characters are going to be portrayed through the artist's style as well. And so I think the artist that they chose for Sigrika here looks really nice too. They did a pretty good job. And with Wuwa, with ZZZ, with, you know, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, key art, they've done a pretty good job. Except for that one key art in ZZZ where I got debated over how the brother of that one girl looked. I was like, that key art was a catfish. That key art was a catfish because he did not look like that in the game. I was just like, yeah, that was like the only catfish. But aside from that, everything else has been pretty good. It was I forget her name. She was the most recent like fox cat girl, and she has like a brother, right? But her brother did not look anything like the key art, because in the key art he looked all like smug, and you know, he didn't have glasses. Or I think he did. I don't remember. But I just remember he looked very different from how his key art looked. And I was like, oh, that's a little different. Let me see. Z. How did I forget her name already? Oh, Shunguang's brother. Yeah, because I was reacting to it and I was like, oh my god. Oh, here! I have it right here, okay? Alright, so it's not the exact key art, but it's like a TikTok preview that someone made. Look. And I even have like the exact pose that he's like doing too in the picture versus in game. So if I bring up the picture here, right? In the preview, he looks like this, you know? He looks really cool. He has his glasses on. He has like what looks like green hair. He's kind of like the smug character, you know? Right? But then when you go into like see him in the trailer, right? Or you see him in game, you're like, it's not giving the same vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah, he looks like a baddie here, right? You look at his character in game and you're like, it's not giving baddie. Yeah, it's like expectations versus reality. You know what I mean? It was just a bit different. So it's one of the things where, once again, it's really important, you know, to think about key art, because key art can really make or break like the advertising of a character, especially if it matches the character or not. So I'm just like, key art is very important. Don't catfish, okay? Because my god, the difference is like day and night between that guy and this guy. You know what I mean? It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay. All right. But oh, on the short screen. You guys want to see it on the vertical screen too? Sorry. I'm so used to showing just on the horizontal side, but let me show you on the vertical side real quick. So this is the guy right here on the vertical side. So this is what he looks like, right? In the key art that they had for one of the events that they had it in. But in reality, he looks like this in game. And so bam. It's like someone said, it's expectations versus reality. They gave us one look in the art and then he looks completely different in game. And like I said, I'm okay, you know, with the way the characters look separately. It's just that it's not matching up. The consistency is not there. If the consistency is not there, then I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, let me put up Wuthering Waves and then we will hop on in. Give me 1 second. Wuwa is launching right now. 100%. Yeah, 100%. He does look tired. Oh my god, guys. There's someone on Twitter, they posted today. They were like, what did they say? Their tweet was something along the lines of, does UNC really stand for uncool and not uncle? And I was like, someone was diabolical and someone tricked them into thinking that UNC stood for uncool instead of uncle. And someone quote tweeted and they were like, please don't say that, don't ask that, because it's gonna make them sound more unk, you know? And I was like, oh dang. But yeah, I honestly, if I hadn't learned about it from you guys, I probably would have thought unk stood for like uncool as well. Bye Annie and Dino, I'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by today. Mata ne, bye bye. Ooh. Dang it, I forgot to update the launcher. I updated on Epic Games, but I didn't update the launcher. Sorry y'all, it'll take a little bit to update, but it shouldn't take too long. We'll yap for a little bit here as it updates. But yeah. Did you guys know that unk stood for like uncle? Because when they call you unk, it's not that they're calling you uncool. They're calling you unk like you're uncle. Like you're older, you know? Let me change this too. Alright, there we go. But yeah, it's currently updating right now. Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. Okay. Wait, let me open up my drink as well. I have some sparkling water that's yuzu flavored. Do you guys like sparkling water? Or is that not your guys' jam? I feel like when it comes to sparkling water, I'm not a huge fan of it, but There are some brands I do like a bit more compared to some other ones. Like, I'm not, don't hate on me, okay? All right, but I'm not a fan of like LaCroix. LaCroix, I don't know. It's like the flavor is kind of there, but it tastes really flat to me, if that makes sense. Like, even if it's fizzy, the flavor itself, it tastes like stale. Like if there is a thing such as like stale sparkling water. And so I like sparkling water sometimes, but it has to have like more flavor than water. Since it's like flavored sparkling water, you know what I mean? I do enjoy it, especially if I want something with a bit of flavor, but I'm not into soda for health purposes. Yeah, exactly right. Like I'm not really someone that drinks soda myself either. And so sometimes it is nice when you want something like a little fizzy every once in a while. I don't really drink too many fizzy drinks either though. And so when I do drink stuff like sparkling water, the carbonation is like crazy. It's really crazy. You know, when they're like, why is it spicy? That's me every time that I drink something that's carbonated. But yeah, I do like it when I'm craving, like once in a while when I want something sparkly. But yeah, I think like I know another brand is like San Pellegrino. That one has like sparkling water too. And the flavor tends to be a little bit stronger, but it's like not the best. I can't remember what the best sparkling water I've had is, but there was one that I had before that tasted really, really good. And I was like, whoa, pretty nice. All right, game is almost done. It's at 76% updated. And then we can hop on in. We'll test out our character and then I'll probably call it there for today. Because like I said, today's going to be a bit of like a shorter stream as well for me. Just because I am still and feeling a little bit tired still. So, unfortunately, no longer stream, but it's okay. We've had a few longer streams anyway the past few days. So, today I'll rest up a little bit earlier. And then we'll come back on Saturday. I will come back on Saturday with the hand cam stream. So, I'll talk more about that once the stream ends for today. But yeah, Saturday, once again, for those who don't know, is my first hand cam stream at the apartment. And so if you guys want to check out my hand cam stream, I will be doing tarot card readings. Tarot card readings are first come, first serve based off the queue. And so yeah, if you want your tarot card read, whether it's for love, like we talked about today, or if you want to, you know, ask about just like your reading for the week, or if you want like a reading in general for the year, Saturday is the day to be here for those readings if you'd like. Decompressing? What does it need to decompress? I thought it was just the update. Oopsies. Okay, it's still booting up. Alright, okay, I'm waiting. If it's a bit of like a bigger update, then I might do like a... It's actually taking a while to decompress. Why is it decompressing so much? Okay, so the update was really fast, but the decompressing is taking a bit of time here. Huh. There is someone that's streaming right now that has a very special day that I want to send you guys over to. But I hope she doesn't end soon. But if she does end soon, okay, so if I see you in there, can you give me like a heads up that she's about to end? And then I'll do like an emergency raid. But I'm not ending stream just yet. But if she does at some point talk about ending the raid or ending the stream, let me know, okay? And I'll do like an emergency raid. Because it's someone's special birthday. I'll let you know if she's raiding. Good. And then it looks like she's also modding. Oh my god, this girl! She's modding while she's streaming for her birthday. Man, she's such a hard worker. And I bet she's also working at the same time at her actual job too. She's like working, she's modding, and she's streaming on her birthday. But yeah, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about Gretchen. Oh my gosh, she's gonna get one of the birthday Smiskies. Cute. Oh, she took today off work. Good. Because I was about to nag her. I was about to be like, ma'am, please at least take off for your birthday. I miss her though. I miss Gretchen. I hope we can have like another sleepover. I want her to come visit again. Oh my gosh, Fiwi! Feely, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, Feely. How is your stream? Yes, I do play Wuthering Waves. Yeah, I've played for a while now. It's just that I took a little break from playing Wuthering Waves when my launcher corrupted. And so, yeah, I just recently downloaded it again. Right now, it's currently updating. I forgot to check the launcher for the update before stream started. And so it's decompressing. It's at like 17% decompressed. Hi, Feely. How is your stream? I hope you also enjoy playing Wuthering Waves. Did you end up pulling Sigrika? We just finished watching your EP. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's really cute. Did you get her? I hope you did. It was pain. No, why was it pain? But here, whenever we get a raid, I like to do a little something to welcome in the raiders. So this is for you guys on the Twitch side. Oh, pachoo. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay here at our tea party. Hey, who did that? Who threw that at me? But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. But yeah, if you guys don't know Feely, please check out Feely. Feely is a lovely, lovely streamer as well as a friend. And so if you have not checked them out already, please, I recommend checking them out, okay? Hi, Hime! Welcome on in! Nice to see you! Oh my goodness, is that my VTuber mama? Hi, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. Can we get a shout out for both Fiwi and for Hime? At least he got her. Oh, you did? Oh, wait, how many polls did it take for you to get Sigrika, Fiwi? Was it a lot? Was it like up to pity? Because that's what happened to me with Imyth. With Imyth, I think it took me all the way to pity. And then I think I had to do like some pity polls as well as some copium polls. You lost the 50-50? No! I'm pretty sure I lost the 50-50 as well when I pulled for Imyth. Oh, what Ling Yang? And oh my god, he pity broke me too! Ling Yang also pity broke me. Why? I feel like it's always Ling Yang that pity breaks. But thank you so much though. If you need to, you know, head off to wind down after stream, please feel free to do so. But thank you so much again for that raid, Feely. It's so nice to see you again. I hope that we can play games again in the future. But here, let me do the shout out for Feely and Hime Mama. I'm giving you the leftover of my non-existent Sigrika. Thank you. I think I'll maybe do like 1 10 pull for her. I don't think I'll pull for her. I'm also interested in that character that has a rerun. Because I think right now, the Yasuo, I like to call him the Yasuo of Wuthering Waves. I think he's out again, right? Like he has his rerun banner. And so I want to check out his stuff too. I want to see what his kid is like. I've missed out so many characters. Like I think the last time that I played was when Phoebe was out. Phoebe was the very last character I'm pretty sure that I tried out before I went on like a wuwa hiatus. So it's been a while. It's been a while. The aura farmer. You think so? Wait, is he actually like a farmer? But he also has aura as well. Yeah, I've been calling him like the Yasuo of Wuthering Waves. I miss a lot of fun characters, but luckily a bunch of them get reruns. Yeah, I feel like the only one that I kind of want from the reruns is probably if Phoebe comes back. And I forget her name. The one with the translucent legs. The one that's like starry themed. She's like a hackerman. She had just came out before Imyth. And so I kind of want her too, but I don't think she'll be out for a while. Yeah, is it Morny? But yeah, she was the one that I wanted because of her design. Her design was really cool. Mornai is how you pronounce it. Okay, thank you. Also, we're at 71% decompressing, so you should be able to start it up here in a second. Don't you worry, y'all. He's the only character that can change the aspect ratio of the... What? Wait, what does that mean? He can change the aspect ratio? Stop watching me go back to your streaming and moderating, ma'am. If you're gonna pull up my stream, Gretchy, I'm gonna pull up your stream, okay? So if you don't swap back to Trinley's stream, I'm gonna pull up your stream, and then you'll see your stream on my stream. She swapped back. I think she saw the caption. But yeah, go check out Gretchy, okay? She's doing her birthday stream right now. I love Gretchy. She's a dear friend of mine, okay? Go check her out. She thought. Yeah. Shout her out, guys. Yeah, same brain cell. Yeah. Hi, Ray. Did I say hi to you, by the way? She's staring. She's trying to cover it up with the smisky. She's screaming. I can scream too. Okay. I won't bother her anymore. I'll let her stream since the game's almost done as well. But yeah, go check her out, okay? Hi, virtual number. Welcome on the YouTube side. Hey. Hi. Okay. Alright. I think it should be almost done. Oh my god, wait, I forgot about the Shamrock Shake. Did you guys get the Shamrock Shake? I forgot that's a thing that they do for McDonald's around St. Patty's Day. And St. Patty's Day happened, I think, like, what? A few days ago? And so I'm pretty sure the Shamrock Shake is still a thing. I think I've had it once. And it was not my cup of tea. I feel like, I don't know. Like, I don't mind minty stuff. But it wasn't my favorite. Oh, it's until the weekend? Oh, okay. Oh, you had a few days ago. Yeah, I always forget about it. The one drink, though, that I joke about missing out on and kind of regretting is the Grimace Shake. I feel like the Grimace Shake, I never really tried it out, you know? And people always talked about how wild it was. But, I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna taste like berry. I think it's gonna be like very sugary berry flavor. But if it does ever come back, maybe I'll try the Grimace Shake on stream with y'all and give you guys my opinion. Yeah, the trend was wild. Yeah, I remember seeing the trend all over TikTok. And it was kind of crazy. You know, I'm surprised I never did that with like the Shamrock Shake, you know? But I guess the Shamrock Shake does not have a mascot like Grimace does. No worries, Mirane. I'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by today. Now it's verifying extracted files. Okay, alright, game. Okay, this one's going by a bit faster though. Dang, I forget to do one update and it ends up being like the longest update ever. But it's okay, it's fine. Thankfully, it's not making my stream lag. So I think they optimized their launcher so that we can just like chill here for a little bit as it boots up. But yeah, there's some other stuff too. There's some other shakes. I know for Easter, there's been a lot of like Easter stuff that's popping up into whatchamacallit, like into stores, right? But I don't know. Like even as someone that's a bunny, right? It's a lot. It's a lot of rabbit stuff, you know? And so every time I see it, I'm like, holy rabbits. That's a lot of rabbits. Let me also change. I'm gonna change up the scene that we're on. We'll look at this scene. This art, by the way, is so cute. I don't know, this character, because she's so like star themed, it kind of reminds me of Gretchy, you know, because Gretchy is really celestial themed. Oh, this art here was really pretty too. This one right here. I love this art. This art was so pretty. Hi, Reldrin. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hi, Casualty. Yeah, Sigrika art's really pretty. And then I think there's some other art too that was shown. But oh, this one is the one that we saw from the beginning and at the end. And then this art is like her full body version of her where she's laying on the floor or the grass. Yeah, she really does give me Tofi core whenever I see her in art. Oh, you're hungry and tired. Oh, maybe you should, you know, maybe hopefully you're able to get some rest here in the stream. If not, maybe you can, you know, take a little break to go grab some food and maybe take a nap. I feel like today, it feels like a nap day. I'm feeling it too, chat, not gonna lie. wait, here, in the meantime, while we're waiting for the thing to update, so I've been seeing a lot of people comment, this is completely different from Wuthering Waves, but a lot of people have been commenting about District V and the collabs that have been happening. And so for today, the EMS are having a collab actually. They're having like a Zatsu or a just chatting collab. And so that's going to be happening, I think later tonight around like 12 a.m. Eastern time. And so that happens today. And then Mechanics had their collab yesterday. Vanilla Unicorn had their collab yesterday. And there were a bunch of other collabs that happened recently as well. And so I've been seeing people on Twitter asking about it. They're like, when's the collab for LSPD? And so for anyone that's wondering if I have an answer for that, all I'm going to say is that expect a collab to happen next week. So for anyone that's part of the LSPD fans, in terms of like, you know, for the family, for LSPD side of District V, we are having a collab next week. Just keep your eye out for it, okay? I felt so bad. They're like as an LSPD daughter and son, they're crying because they're waiting for the collab to happen. So soon TM. But there was an update too. There was an update that happened of someone making this like montage of District V again. And just when I feel like, you know, I've kind of, you know, gotten my closure on it, I see the montage that someone has made, and I'm just like, my heart, my soul. Okay, we're at 59% of the files being extracted. A nap does sound good. Yeah, I feel like, you know, some people hate naps, and some people are not fans of naps. And naps can be really good, even if it's like I always talk about it, right? But the ideal time for a power nap is like 20 minutes. 20 minutes is like a good time if you want to take a nap without going into like your REM state. Because when you go into your REM state, that's when you get into like you get into sort of that mindset where you're in a deeper sleep. And because you're in a deeper sleep, you end up getting that groggy feeling when you wake up. And so if you guys take naps, it's recommended to sleep anywhere from like, I think 10 minutes to like 20 minutes for a power nap, because it's enough to refresh your brain, but not enough where you are too deep in sleep. And so if I search up like ideal sleep, let's see, ideal sleep or ideal nap time, according to Google, is 10 to 20 minutes. So 10 to 20 minutes is the ideal power nap time. And then a 90-minute nap is ideal if you want a deeper restorative sleep, so about an hour and a half. And then naps lasting around 30 to an hour should be avoided, as they often lead to sleep inertia. And so yeah, if you're going to sleep longer, you need to sleep an hour and a half. If you're going to sleep shorter, it should be 10 to 20 minutes. But yeah, it's bad because for me, when I nap for like 3 hours, 4 hours usually before in the past. Nowadays, I feel like my naps last like an hour and then I wake up naturally. This is why I can't nap. Oh, do you sleep for like a long time, Kyle? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I've done accidental naps where I've napped for 10 to 20 minutes, but it's not really like a deep sleep. Like I'll close my eyes and then I'll open them up and it doesn't feel like I've slept, but then I feel refreshed. And so I'm like, okay, maybe that I did sleep, you know? I tried to nap twice and I woke up 4 hours later. That's me, Kyle. That's me. Back when I was at the family home. I used to do that all the time. It was really bad. You know, I feel bad, especially if I was like, yeah, I was gonna take a quick nap, guys. I'll be back later. And then I wake up like 4 hours later and I'm like, so my nap turned into like a powered nap, but quadruple it. And so, yeah, I take long naps. Also, the game is finally done updating. And so I'm gonna go ahead and boot it up right now, okay? Does passing out in my chair count as a nap? It better, because I've done that before, you know? Like, one of my things I used to do is I used to just, like, pull up, you know, playlists of Markiplier, for example, just playing scary games in a compilation. And then what I would do from there is I would just kind of, you know, I would just leave it on and then I would, like, knock out as I'm watching him play some games. And so I would always knock out watching him play games. She's planning on ending after the gacha talk and cake eating. Wait. I feel like she sees my stream. I think she sees it. I can't tell because she put her Smisky art up. I'd watch something and at some point I've woken up from sleep. Really? Yeah, you would think I wake up, right? As I'm watching like a scary game. And so you would think I would wake up. But I don't wake up from the scares. I more so wake up from like the yeah, I just wake up because I'm like, oh, what time of the day is it? Where am I? Hi Amanda, welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome. Alright. It's booting up right now. Okay. If she's still talking by the time that I'm done, then I'll raid her, but if not, it's okay too. I can raid her like another day. Let me turn the volume down a smidge because the volume's a little bit loud. But I'll try. I'll try to be a little less yappy for today. Since we already had to wait a little bit for the game to update anyway. So I won't take too long for the testing. We'll test out the 2 main characters and that's it, okay? We won't go through like the usual where I go through all the characters. Okay, alright. I'm logging in. It's been so long that I need to relog back in. Hi Moe, welcome on in. Hi Eden. I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking. How about y'all? Y'all doing good? Alright. It's loading. Huh. Are you meowing? Are you trying to meow? Huh. Meow. I think of Gary when I think of meowing. Meow. Yes. You know what's been like stuck in my head recently? I've been thinking of like wee. Alright, here. And since it's loading the resources now, we can look at the resources loading. Wow, resources being loading. This is prime gameplay right here. Once again, this is my fault though, since I didn't check the launcher. Yeah, with the one song in the background, yeah, the wee. But I feel like I haven't really heard that one too often. Recently, the one that I've been hearing a lot in a lot of shorts and a lot of tweets on Twitter is the one where it's like the hi. It's the cat going hi. Hi James, welcome on in. How you doing today? Hi. That's what I imagine. Whenever I see you guys wave like that, Yetzi, in the chat, I just think of hi. Or when I see people on the YouTube side do that too, I just think of hi. I didn't know what to comment. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I feel like, when it comes to a lot of the time in the YouTube side, people usually just be like hi, and I'll be like hey, because we're not really talking about something right now. I usually yap a lot and then we'll have something to talk about. But for now, I'm just kind of like on the loading screen. I'm just patiently awaiting. Oh, is anyone gonna go see the cherry blossoms, by the way? It's almost cherry blossom season. Like, cherry blossom season usually is at the very end of March, which is next week. And then the first week of March, or first week of April, which is the week after. And so there's a lot of people that go to cherry blossoms around this time. I know there's cherry blossoms in the States. So there's also cherry blossoms in Japan. But I think they mentioned it. I think they mentioned that for the cherry blossom festival this year in Japan, there are some spots where they're only opening up to locals because of what we talked about before, about how there are so many tourists that just did like atrocious things at the cherry blossom area, and so they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna not invite tourists anymore, which is very understandable on their side, because the stuff that I heard that some tourists did, it was diabolical, you know. My brother left his cat with me for a couple of days, and my cat is not that nice. He tried to bite the new cat today. Never seen him even try to bite us. Oh, so I think the reason why that happens, I don't know if you've ever been around that cat with your cat, but cats are very territorial. And so whenever you have any new cat that's introduced to another cat, you have to do it slowly, because if you don't do it slowly, they can get very aggressive with each other. And so I feel like if the cat tried to bite your cat, it's because they're just really territorial, and they're just trying to defend themselves. And so, yeah, even like with new cats, whenever someone tries to adopt someone, you have to slowly integrate them with each other, because, you know, one, it's a new space for that new cat, and then two, the cat that's already there is already territorial. And so I would say it might not be that they're, you know, not nice, it's just cat behavior at the end of the day. So if your cat is not, or if their cat is not familiar with your cat, they just might be a little defensive right now. Exactly. You start with a scent, and then you're supposed to gradually introduce them to each other, even if it's like in a box, like they're in their own separate cages. You're supposed to like slowly introduce them like that. Like you kind of wean them into each other. You know, people say like you wean something off. You're supposed to like wean them into each other. So I wouldn't be too surprised if the cat's gonna be like that for the visit. Hey! Thank you for the water, Arisu. Thank you. And same thing too. Like, it's not just cats with cats. It's cats with like any animal. Like if you have a cat and you already have pets, right? And the cat's the new pet, you have to slowly integrate that cat into the home, because one is, once again, a new space, and those animals are new regardless of if they're a cat or not. But I feel like even more so if it's a cat, because once again, they're just territorial by nature. I have a cat. Oh yeah, I have a cat. Can I ask what your name of your cat is? I think it's really fun to hear about names. I guess I rush them too much. Do you think I should like separate them? Yes. So usually, if you want to keep them separate, it's better to keep them in different rooms at first, right? Because that way, well, actually no, even a door. If it's a door, that should suffice. Because if the cat is in one room and then the other cat is in the other room, if it's through a door, they can kind of like slowly get used to each other through the door as well. Because cats will usually try to like play with each other through the door underneath, like that little hole. But if you feel like the door is not enough, then I would separate your rooms. But I think the door by itself should be okay if the cat's in one room and the other one's like outside. Or what you can do is you can have like your cat in your room as the new cat, you know, slowly gets used to your space. Because if it's the cat's first time in your space too, that can also be something that's very jarring for them. So it just depends. It's very circumstantial based off if it's like the cat's first time, if it's their first time with another cat. Okay, I'm restarting the game real quick because it had to update. Oh, if it's until Sunday, then yeah, it's probably better just to keep them in separate rooms then, if it's not going to be like a long-term thing. But I mean, it can't hurt though. Like if you feel like you're going to be babysitting or pet sitting your brother's cat on like a more consistent basis, or if you just want them to get to know each other, you can also try to slowly get them used to each other. Because some cats aren't as difficult to get used to each other. Some are more difficult, but you can always try if you want to test it out to see if they can, you know, get used to each other as well. It just depends on how you want to do it. Ah, you want them to both cuddle on you? Yeah, I don't think that will be happening by this Sunday. But I will say, I do think that there's enough time though to give it a try. You can give it a shot where you can just kind of see if they'll get used to each other little by little, but definitely not in the same room. Once you feel like they might be a little more playful with each other, then maybe you can like see how they feel being in the same room if they're both in like their cages. But yeah, they can get pretty aggressive. So I don't think the cuddling will happen by this weekend. Cuddling with both of them on you, that's like fighting for territory as well, you know, because they're going to be like, that's my human. When I hold my cat, they climb onto me. Oh yeah, I used to take care of these cats that would climb onto me too. But even then, they were like territorial with each other, you know, and they're like siblings. So yeah, cats are very territorial. How to get a stray cat used to you? Stray cats are really, really scared because they're stray. And so the best way I would say to get used to a cat, the way that I did it is that you give them food, right? And then they kind of get used to you being like somebody that they see as like friendly, you know, because you're giving them food. But be careful though, because if you put out food for one stray cat, they're all going to start coming, you know? And so you have to be careful. But yeah, what happened to me was there was like a cat or a few cats, and there was like one cat that would constantly come over for some food. And then as it, you know, would come out to grab food, sometimes I would just like sit there eventually. And of course they're gonna be cautious when there's like a human, right? But then, you know, as they come back for more of the food, you know, they start to get more comfortable. And then you don't go to them. You don't go to them in terms of like, you don't pet them. Because if you try to pet them or touch them or initiate, they'll run away. And so you need to let the cat do all the work, essentially. You need to let them be the one to come to you. Alright guys, now I'm lagging. Alright y'all. I think I'm going to make an executive decision here. Okay, I think for today, I will not play Wuwa because as of right now, I didn't realize that there were so many updates for Sigrika. And so since I am lagging, I think what I'll do is I'll probably call it for today then. And then we'll continue Sigrika next week because she'll still be here. I think today was like a nice intro day to her trailer and everything. I do apologize though for those that are looking forward to me playing her, you know, today, because that was my bad. It was my bad. I thought the launcher was fully updated, but it was just Epic Games. It wasn't the launcher. So we'll come back to Sigrika next week, but she'll still be around, so we'll have time anyway. And then we're going to raid Gretchy! I know it is a special day, and so I really want to raid her, you know? I wanted to get at least like a little bit of gameplay in if it was possible, but at this point the lag is just really bad because at first the update I thought was fine, but with the way that it's lagging, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just save it for another day. We'll just make the executive decision to save it. But I think we had some nice chats though. I think we had some nice chit chats as well, and I'm also feeling a little bit tired, and so hopefully I can give you guys you know, some more energetic Sigrika gameplay next Thursday instead. Roblox has timed out. Oh. What? Okay, well, apparently Roblox timed out on my computer. Cool. But okay, everyone. Like I said, I'll be calling it there for today. Yeah, Roblox is like, it's time to stop. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for stopping by today. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here with me today, whether you were here for the entirety of the stream or if you were here for just a snippet. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to Miss Gretchy for her special birthday. She's gonna try to dodge, I think, but she's not ending yet, so it's perfect. So we're gonna do Elve, Array, we'll say Elvie Rave. Happy Cake Day. This is the message if you guys are a subby. If you guys are not a subby, you can copy this message right here. And if you see me right now, Gretchy, you can't stop it. You can't stop it, okay? We're gonna raid you. I think my Roblox, I think a lot of games are trying to update now for some reason. Guys, help! Why is everything trying to update right now? Alright, okay. The raid is officially starting. She's looking! Yeah, I know she's looking. She can look all she wants. But thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by today. Thank you so much for all of the follows, the subs, gift subs, the resubs, the bits, the raids. And most importantly, thank you so much for your time. I do apologize. I ended up being a shorter stream with, you know, me just updating half the time. But yeah, we'll come back to Sigrika next week. And we'll check out both Sigrika and the Yasuo character in Wuthering Waves. And then I'll be back on Saturday with my first ham cam at the apartment. And once again, we're doing tarot card readings. And so if you want to do some, you know, tarot readings with me, make sure you're in here, okay? Because first come, first serve. So tarot card readings this Saturday. Well, I'll see you over at Gretchy's, okay? Bye, everyone! Mata ne! Good night! See you over there, okay? Bye-bye! And... Bye, everyone! I hope you have a nice Friday. Good night.